kick in during the oh shoot. That's wrong. Ah, there we go. Nope. Ah, where'd it go? There it is. Whew. I thought it was only gonna hold that. I guess I can't oh, that's gonna be a problem. Hold on. Let's put that there. This way I can look at this. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Shoebush, welcome. Meech, 2 headphones. Let's see, we got the live. All right.
Welcome, guys.
This is Cocap.
I know, crazy Cocap. Rare Cocap encounter on a YouTube live stream. I know I don't do those anymore, but glad to be here to help tat it out with this because it seems like it's going to be some fun.
Indeed. We have 22 mobs to rank, so that's going to be fun to do. I'm just getting everything ready. I got to let the Discord know we're live. What do you guys think of the of Cocap's volume? Should I turn it up or turn it down? What? Give me your opinions.
This is sort of my like normal talking volume for context. So,
how long will it did it take to make these pictures? It took a little bit. My brother. This video is sponsored by my brother, who's just so good at editing. For God's sake. The thumbnail's not even showing up. I'm pissed. I actually made that thumbnail.
I feel it. Bro, YouTube live streams are so finicky and annoying.
Yeah. Alright. Now let me tell everybody in Minecraft chat that we're live. Alright, there we go. And now we are good. Alright, so how the thumbnail's showing up for you? Okay, it wasn't showing up for the Discord. So how's the volume, everybody, for Cocap? We're gonna I wanna get him ready before we
Tatted, by the way, are you able to stream your screen and be live streaming at the same time, just so I can like have a less delayed like version to like talk, so we can like look at the same thing? Or
I think I could share my screen with you, right?
Yeah.
I should be able to. I gotta put this over here. That's my camera. I don't want to show my face. Share screen. It's taking 30 damn
If you
years.
can't, I'll just watch your stream.
No, I should
it'll
be able
just
to
be
share.
Yeah.
There we go. You see it?
Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, cool.
Make it full screen.
I've not gotten any answers on your volume. Pro Fuel, how's it going? Time Man or not? Welcome. Someone say something. Is Cocap's volume good? I want to go ahead and get that.
Can you hear me?
Should I turn them up or turn them down or what?
Can you look on OBS and see like relative to yours how high it is?
It looks like two audio streams. The same, actually. It looks around the same.
Yeah, then that should be good.
Okay, good stuff. All right, everybody. So today we are going to rank all 22 Origin Realms spooky mobs. We are including the pumpkin mobs from, the previous years, but I think their ranking will be obvious. So why don't we go ahead and get those out of the way? I think we'll start off with the smaller pumpkin. What are we thinking for that? I'm thinking high A. Like, it's simple.
Yeah, I'd agree. Also, just one more thing. Do you want to go full screen on your browser just so it looks cleaner for the video?
Full screen on the browser?
Like, hit F11.
Oh, hold on. F11.
Like, do you have the F key?
Ah, there we go. There you go. I guess let's scroll up slightly. There we go. Yep, that works.
There you go. Cool.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, that spirit. I think I agree with you. I think high A.
I mean, it's simple. It's not as good as like the Elder Spirit, but it definitely gets the job done, and it still looks amazing.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I believe it has custom particles as well.
Yes,
like
I think
it's one of the only mobs with particles. So,
right. And its
cool.
animation is very smooth.
And Another thing that I'm doing for this ranking, at least for me, someone who's grinding the event, is the amount of XP they give and like how much you encounter them. And they're always nice when you find them at structures.
Yeah,
So,
they're like they're pretty decent XP. I know the Elder Pumpkin gives like what is it, 20, 30? It's one of the higher ones.
Elder's the highest. It's 25 to 30.
Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, speaking of Elder, let's go ahead and rank him. I think that's the
S.
easiest S tier
Best.
ever. Its animation is cool, its design is cool. The fire's
Yeah.
annoying, but it's not like oppressive. It doesn't deal that much damage, you know.
Yeah. And it's also like cool because it uses like custom particle stream to
Mhm.
like attack you. It's very cool.
It's similar to like the Elder Guardian in the sense that it's like a mini boss. It's so
Yeah.
cool. It is definitely one of the
And it
coolest
gives a
mobs.
bunch of XP.
Yeah, a whole bunch of XP. All right, now on
So
to I guess we're going,
I think
via
just through the list.
alphabetical, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the armadillo's really cool. The animation where it turns into a pumpkin's neat, but it's kind of uninteresting. We ended up getting a lot of pumpkin related mobs, and it just gets
Yeah.
tiring.
It does get tiring. It's kind of boring. It's like cute and all, but also like keep in mind because it's a passive mob, it only gives like 2 to 4 XP as well.
Yeah.
So
And it's not like super common to find either. I'd give it like a high
no.
C, maybe low B tier.
Yeah. I'd give you high D. I'd agree with you on that.
Okay, all right.
Because it's like nothing special. Like the low XP can sort of be compensated with, you know, a crazy design, but it isn't.
Right.
So
I mean, it's hard to say like what they could do to improve it, but at the same
yeah.
time, it's like what we got isn't the most interesting. It does its job. I
No.
think C tier's fair. It's pretty
Yeah.
average overall. Now the bat, I'm not gonna lie. I think the design is cool, but it is one of the most annoying mobs to try and get XP from.
Yep, and it's also incredibly rare because bat spawns are like almost non-existent.
Well, maybe for you, for me, like I'm in a realm where it's like the entire bottom is carved out, so I'm getting a lot of bat spawns, which is really frustrating because like they're impossible to hit and they're taking up some of the mob cap.
Yeah.
Honestly, given the fact that it does have a nice design, like it's not over the top, but it's pleasant to look at, I'd say give it a low D tier. I don't want to put it in F. But if it wasn't for the
Yeah.
fact that it has a decent design, this would be like the easiest F tier ever. It is so
Oh
annoying.
yeah. Yeah. 100%.
All right, now for the werebear. This guy, he gives
Very
a lot
cool
of
to me.
XP. Why don't you give your input on it first?
I think it's really cool. I think the design's very cool that it's like a werebear rather than like I don't know anything else. And I think like the texture on it's very awesome. Also, it gives a lot of XP. I would go A tier, like middle A. I don't know about you though.
I am not a fan of this. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's super rare. You can only find a couple. It does give a decent amount of XP. I'll give you that. And the design isn't the worst. But like why does the bear have a six-pack? That doesn't make sense to me. And it's just an uninteresting, uninspired design. I feel like it could have gone so many better ways. I'd give it a high D tier, but I guess we can meet somewhere in B or
Me in
C.
the middle at C.
Yeah, I think definitely above the armadillo for sure. I think.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get on to the rat. I love the rat design,
I'm same boat as you. I
but
think
it
very
is
cool.
incredibly difficult to find, and it doesn't give you that much XP.
It gives you a little amount of XP, and keep in mind it is still the rat mob. So if it like attacks you, it can just like steal your sword.
Right. They are annoying to deal with, but given just the design alone, I'd put it honestly. I'd be comfortable with it in B tier.
Yeah, I'm the same.
All right. Now for the one that everyone's been waiting for, the crow. I mean, it's kind of common to find. You can find them in almost any biome,
Yep.
and it's very pleasant to look at. My only downside is that it's not the parrot instead, because I'd rather my crows be
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, I feel that, but I think it's like a very nice texture. It looks really cute. Um, and especially the baby one as well, because don't forget that there's baby variants of the mobs as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's very cute. Very
Yeah,
cool.
and don't forget you can have infinite ones when you can. If you have two, you can breed them. At least as of
Yeah.
right now, that may be changing in the future. We're just going based off of like what they are right now. I'd still put them in like
Yeah,
A
yeah.
tier, maybe lower than the pumpkin spirit, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'd go below pumpkin spirit but above rat.
All
Because
right.
I think it's one of those things that like having a pen full of them is like really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they could definitely add some life to certain realms, like medieval realms for sure.
Yes, yes, 100%.
All right. So here's one that I absolutely despise. The creeper is awful. It is such a lazy design and it is so annoying. Like every time I see a spooky creeper, I just get annoyed because it always blows up before I can get any XP from it. Like I guess
Yep.
that's just a skill issue for sure, but it doesn't help the design is boring. I'm going to personally give it an F tier. What do you think?
I don't know if I'd go F. I think F would be like hot trash, like literal like and it's one of those things as well where like relative to the other mobs I agree with you, but it's tough because it's still like top 1% of like things on Minecraft. Um but yeah, I'd probably go I could see an F definitely because it's pumpkin, you know, we've got what is that? Five pumpkin based mobs. And
Right.
of those five, it's probably the most boring.
Right, exactly.
Um, so yeah, I'd probably agree with you. It like when it blows up, you lose the XP from it. It kills like if there's multiple creepers in a herd together, it kills those creepers as well. You lose that XP. It's really annoying. So I'd probably agree with you.
All right. Now, for something you don't see too often, but I think it's still cool. I think the crocodile's probably one of my favorite designs of these. Um, I don't know if I'd quite put it S tier, but I'm thinking either maybe B or A. Um,
I could do like a low A, high B. I think it like fits in B with the rat because that like toxic like style is really cool.
I'd definitely say it's
Um,
above the rat though, for sure.
yeah, I'd probably agree with you. It because it's like it's quite rare, but it's also quite cool.
Yeah, it's
And it
definitely
gives a decent amount of XP when you do find it as well. I think it's like a top tier mob,
right. If
like
you're
other than Elder Spirit.
Right, if you're hunting for
Uh,
it, then I can understand because you're not gonna see a lot of them in the wild. But like, it's definitely one of those mobs that you want to like collect one of these alligators and convert it with a spooky
yeah,
serum in order to add to
with
your
the
realm.
serum.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 100%.
What do you think about the Enderman?
I would go S.
S.
Below Elder, but I love the Enderman. It's little grubby mitts, bro, little long finger. Oh, I love it so much. It's so unique to me. I haven't like seen a mob like that. It's like really like eldritch horror, like really fits the Halloween vibe for me. I
Yeah,
really,
I
really like
I
it.
definitely agree. It kind of reminds me of what the creaking like probably should be. Honestly,
Yes, 100%.
I like the Enderman design so much that the normal Enderman design just does not
Yeah,
look right to me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah,
one of I definitely an
yeah.
S tier mob.
And I mean, shout out because like the guy who made its name is Energized and made an End expansion mod, so it sort of makes sense that the Enderman of all mobs would be like one of the coolest. But
Right. It definitely
oh,
looks
actually,
so
Keo
great.
Keo might have made this one. I don't want to miscredit the artist here, but whoever made it did a very good job. It's really awesome.
Right, right. I definitely agree. S tier. That's probably one of the easier S tiers. It's so good.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta say, not the biggest fan of the glare, but it's not terrible either. Like, it's a fine design.
No.
If anything, it's a little
Yeah.
boring, but I could definitely see some potential with, like, using it on realms and stuff.
Yeah,
Gums of
it
Scoobies
definitely
and
has
stuff.
a use like that. It's annoying because it only gives like 2 to 4 XP because it is a passive mob.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'd probably go like D or C
Really?
because
That
there's
low?
not it's not like I'm like, oh my god, this is such a cool mob, but it's not like offensively bad either.
Yeah, I honestly, I see it above the bear, but I mean, at B, I guess we'll put it like between the bear and before the
And the
armadillo because it's
yeah,
definitely cooler than more interesting than the armadillo, but it doesn't
yeah,
provide a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
XP and it's not exactly common to find.
Nah, nah, 100%.
All right.
And
Spooky goat. Now this one's interesting because it comes in like various designs. You know, obviously you can have the two horns and the screaming one. It's definitely not a common thing to find though.
no, a naturally spawned one is like almost impossible to find because goats are so rare on Origin Realms.
Right. I don't know
But
why.
uh,
I think they keep just
yeah, I don't know.
offing themselves. They keep yeeting
Yeah, because
themselves
they
off
just run
cliffs.
off the massive mountains that the OR adds. Yeah, I think it's a very cool design and like for a like converted mob that's like in your realm permanently, it's very awesome. Like anything Halloween or Gothic is like so sick with goats there.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like farming the event, it's an incredibly rare mob that gives 2 XP.
It only gives two. I didn't even know that because I
Yeah,
can't
because it's
find
passive.
any.
It's passive. It's 2 to 4 XP.
Oh my god. I'd give it A tier though. I think the design carries it. I definitely think the design carries it.
Yeah, I'd go. I'm more high B, but it's up to you. It is your tier list. I'm like
Um
low. I'm either low A or high B.
I'd accept high B just because of how rare it is and how little XP it
Yeah,
gives.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, now is one of my personal like one that's close to my heart is the spooky gullet. Now, at first
Yep.
I didn't quite like the design when I saw it in picture form, but seeing it in
Mm.
game's quite nice to look at. It's definitely one of the better pumpkin mobs. Um it's still not great though. I'd personally give it like a B tier at most.
Yeah,
But it's still like of the pumpkin mobs, I definitely think it's the best. It looks great. Obviously, like
yeah.
the gullet just looks good in general. The glowy mouth is very nice.
Yeah, the glowing mouth definitely carries it. But end of the day, it is still a gullet, and I'm a certified gullet hater. Like Fortune 4, but you have to like, they have like a really limited inventory, and they like come out of nowhere and bite you, and they deal a bunch of damage, and they knock you about. And when you kill them, they like drop a bunch of crap that doesn't fit in your inventory. So,
I call that a
and they
skill
don't give a
issue.
lot of
Gullets,
XP as
gullets
well.
are the best. Gullets are the most overpowered mob in Origin Realms. You can't
Well,
say
yeah, for
otherwise.
someone who needs like 6 million gold pieces, yeah, it makes sense. But like as like running through the resource world, trying to do anything else other than like capture net a gullet to bring home to my ore farm, they're really annoying. But the design does carry it. I'd go B.
All right,
I'd
I'm fine.
agree with
I
you.
I will accept a B tier, even though you know I think it's still very cool. I'm gonna put it above the rat though. I think it's better than the rat.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'd agree with that.
Now here's one that's a little controversial. What about the penguin? I know a lot of people either really like it or really don't. I
I
think
think it's very cute. I'm more on the side of really like, but I acknowledge it's a small mob. It's kind of rare, kind of obnoxious. But it's the only ghost mob. Like a lot of the other things, there's like undead or like tropes you've seen before, but there's only one ghost mob, and it's the penguin. And I think the penguin as a ghost is quite cute.
yeah, I didn't actually realize that there wasn't any other ghosts on this list. That's kind of crazy, and what a missed opportunity. But
Yeah, like imagine a ghost creeper. That would have been cool.
that would have been
Not a
so much
pumpkin.
cooler. Yeah, there needs to be a
Not a
tier below
pumpkin.
F just because of that. Screw you, creeper. Um, Honestly, I'm kind of indifferent on it. It'd probably be a C tier for me, but I'm willing to just put it where you want to put it.
No, I'd agree with C. I'd probably go top of C though, because I
Okay,
think it's quite cute, quite harmless, and quite a nice like extra little bit of decoration.
for
Because
sure.
it's so small as well.
Now,
Uh,
one of the mobs that is honestly underrated, and it goes under the radar for a lot of people because it's not like super common to find in the resource world, is the zombie pig. I think, I
yes.
mean the design was obvious. Like, I mean,
Mm.
obviously just turn it
Yeah.
into like a somewhat converted zombie pig, but
Yeah.
I still think they did a really good job, like with the ribs and stuff. It looks so good. I definitely put this in A tier personally.
Oh yeah, I'd 100% agree. It's like such an awesome design, seeing through the mob as well. Oh,
Yeah,
it's very,
it's
very cool when you stumble across them.
very much so. Now, I mean that one was quick.
Yeah.
And I think this next one is probably going to be quick too because the Wraith is like the second most XP and it is
Yeah.
so cool. This is definitely an S tier for
It's
me.
got a little scythe, and now especially that they've fixed the like damage state bug that was there,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's definitely yeah.
And
Get that guy an S.
it's one of those mobs that like I'd also be fine with if that was just the permanent design. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and I
it's
think that
so
that's what
cool.
S tier is. Is it's like if this replaced normal, I'd be like fine with it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And what's great about it is not only does it look cool, um, it gives 20 XP per wraith. Like
Yep.
that's a lot. And if you have the right farm set up, you're just gonna get a lot of wraiths. Like
Yep.
the realm I'm currently farming in, I'll get like 2 or 3 wraiths every like 10 or 20 minutes, and it's crazy. Sometimes they'll be
Yep.
grouped up too. It's super common.
Yeah.
Now, the cow's a pretty good design, but it's not my favorite. I think
Nah, I
objectively it's
like what
great.
they've done with the skull though. Like that's very awesome. You know,
Oh
it's because
yeah.
it's like the skulls you'll find in the desert
Mm-hmm.
of like a proper full bison or something. Um,
It definitely
but
reminds me of like the blighted biome. It could definitely be like part of that
yeah,
lore. I don't see putting it
100%.
in S though. I think maybe A
Not
tier,
S.
just above the pig.
I'd go low A, high B again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, okay. I guess below the pig then. That I'd be fine with that. There's not
Yeah.
really much to say about it. I think it's cool, but it's not like um
It's
it's not
not bad. Like it is very cool, but it's like a boring cool, if that makes sense.
yeah, it's like one of those designs where you're like, okay, yeah, I could definitely see where that was coming from, and then you
Yeah.
kind of just focus on other stuff.
Yeah.
Now, this design I hate so much. The
I'm
skeleton,
the complete opposite. I really love the scarecrow.
the scarecrow, I feel like they could have done better on the face. Like it's the closed eyes and mouth just look bad. I could have definitely seen them going with like a Jacko scarecrow skeleton, and I think that would have been a lot better. But like I've seen
Yeah,
so many of
maybe.
these skeletons that it's just boring to me. It just doesn't.
I don't know.
It feels out of place compared to the rest of these. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that, but I still really like I love the like scarecrow vibe. Like a scarecrow mob is like really cool to me, but
Well,
like look, I definitely think it's cooler than the armor like I definitely think B, but that's just me because I think it's cooler than those other mobs.
I think I'm willing to go high C at most. I'd meet you in the middle at high C, like above the penguin and stuff. You know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, I say we go ahead and rank both of the spider variants, the cave spider
Yeah.
and the normal one. I think they're very cool.
Yeah.
They could go with a lot of builds, but
I love their arched back as well.
yeah, because it shows off like the skull. It gives me like Legend of Zelda mixed with like a uh, kind of like the radiation that you see on the spiders, or not the spiders, the
Yeah.
crocodiles. I can't speak.
Yeah. I would probably go but they're so cool. I would probably go normal spider above cave spider.
Really, because I quite like the cave spider, even if it's annoying. I still prefer the green over the orange, but I guess orange does stand out more when you have so many of the greens.
Yeah. And it's like orange but not a pumpkin orange. It's like
Yeah, it's definitely
it,
stands out. Like this could be its own thing. You could use it in like a Legend of Zelda build or something.
yeah, and I love the big fangs that they give them as well. Like they're both very cool. And I think for me the reason I'm more spider above cave spider is just because I see the spider more. Um
That's fair.
yeah.
So what are we thinking? A tier, B tier? It definitely no lower than B for sure. But
Yeah, I would probably go spider, normal spider, then cave spider, and I would go like one behind crow.
one behind Crow. Yeah, you know what? I could definitely see that. That's definitely I agree with that. Now, a lot of people really like The Witch. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's like it's such an obvious choice and obviously the whole green skin and black clothes. I think they could have gone well, maybe they couldn't have gone a little better. I think like I said, it is the obvious choice. I'm not that big of a fan of The Witch. It's boring to me. It's very generic.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I mean, I like it for it's like very well executed on, but I do agree with you. Like there's other things they could have done, but it's like if they did anything else, people would be kind of going like, why didn't you just do like a better witch texture, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of like how they
So,
could have easily turned the rascal into a goblin. It's like it's
yeah.
such an obvious choice. Why didn't you do it, Origin Realms? But yeah, no, I definitely. I honestly, I definitely think it's cooler than the Scarecrow skeleton. So if we want to go like high C, maybe low B, I'd be down. But I definitely
Yeah,
don't
I'd be
see it as
happy to
like
put
an
it
A tier.
behind the rat.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Definitely can be used in a lot of different builds as well. Now for the
Yeah.
last spooky mob, we have I think the first mob, the zombie.
Yep.
What are we thinking? The Frankenstein zombie.
I think cool but basic.
Yeah, I agree. I mean there's not really much to say on it. It's one of those like it feels like how like TV shows will have like a spooky episode or a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy in the Frankenstein monsters like outfit. It's such an obvious like generic
Yeah.
monster, but I still think it's
But,
better than the
once
Scarecrow.
again, yeah, like it's I think it's well executed on. I think it's cool, but it's also like tough as well because the zombie is like just a basic grunt mob.
Mhm.
There's like nothing special about it. It rewards a decent amount of XP, like I think 8 to 12's the range. So when you see it, you're not like annoyed, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. And they do usually spawn in groups, so that's also another bonus.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm thinking like right above the skeleton and C tier. It's pretty basic. It's not anything really to write home about, but it's not bad either.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right,
And
look at
I
that.
Okay, any movement. Now looking at this thing, I looking through that would probably agree. I think that's like an actually like very good tier list.
I think so too. I mean to be fair, it's like a lot of them are like obvious placements. Some of them maybe
Yeah.
not so much. Like I'd probably put the skeleton in F tier along with the creeper, but I'm fine with putting it in C. Um,
Yeah, and I think there's some people who will like disagree with bear because I like the bear, but it's not like I'm not like a bear defender. I'm not like, oh my god, it's the coolest mob in the world. But
right.
I think in chat right now, say your thoughts. Are you agreed? Like, is there any mob that you think should be higher? Any mob you think should be lower?
I hmm. I wish the bat wasn't as annoying to kill. Otherwise, it'd be. Oh, we got
Yeah,
some bears S tier. Make the glare higher. I think the cow should
yeah,
be above the pig. I could see that definitely. Anyway, for
yeah.
those watching in video format, because obviously we're on a stream right now, leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Would you place a
Mm.
mob higher? Would you place them lower? Would you like to see more tier
Also,
lists?
maybe I don't know if Tatted can, but maybe so that you guys don't have to do the PNGs yourself. If you wanna use it, like Tatted could put the link in the description of the video, and then you like post it in his Discord to like show your tier list off.
Oh, of course, yeah, I could definitely do that, and you guys can post that in the media rank or in the media tab, not media rank. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is obviously a public or poll that I made, so it can be used by anyone. I'm pretty sure at least should
Yeah,
be
should be able to.
public. I'm pretty sure I made it public. Anyway, yeah, there's I think it's a pretty good list. I don't know how many people would change much, but
Mm.
I could
No,
definitely
there's
see
gonna be
some.
someone who puts like I don't know, just to be annoying, they'll put like Elder Spirit F because they keep dying to it and they're annoyed and their
Oh
butt hurt.
yeah. He's so big though. Like you
But
could just shoot him with a
he's so
bow and
big and he's awesome. He's cool.
yeah.
You just use bow. Just get good. That's my response. But. Yeah.
What mob did they use to make the Elder Spirit? What do you think?
I think it's just fully custom.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not based off of anything.
I guess I'm used to other
They
servers where they'll like change a mob, and that'll be like from there.
yeah, but I think it's like the gullet and whatever. It's like a fully custom mob.
You're
So
probably right. You're probably right, and I'm just stupid for that.
no.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
trying to think if there's a mob that's. It does feel like it's based off of like something, but I don't know what. It's weird.
maybe a ghast, like in terms of
Maybe.
size, but it breathes
That's
fire.
actually okay. That's one thing I'm disappointed by. They do a freaking Halloween mobs and they don't do a single Nether variant. That's crazy. They've got a guy making a Nether mod on the team doing the like mob designs and they don't do a single Nether mob. That's kind of criminal in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
they'll
we've got
likely
next
add
year.
more in the future, I'm sure, especially
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
goblins and gullets. They should or not
Yeah.
goblins and gullets,
Goblins
goblins
and
with rascals.
rascals.
I'm just gonna keep pestering them until they do it because
Look,
it's a
man, I've been
crime.
pestering them for Cyber Monday event, and I think my pestering's finally paid off. So if you keep doing it,
I mean,
eventually they come to their
Noct
senses.
has been pestering them even less about the crows, and this entire Halloween event was just the crow event. I'm
Yep.
I'm quite pissed. They got the crow promo. They got crows in the game. Oh man.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I appreciate everybody for joining me in Cocap. Maybe we can
Yep.
do other ranking videos in the future or other collabs. I don't know. We'll have to
Yep.
see.
If you have suggestions for me to help tat it out with anything, let me know. Or let him know, and then he can let me know.
And if you'd like to see other ranking videos, let me know down in the description. We can obviously rank quite a bit in Origin Realms. So I hope you
Mm.
guys write comments because they're good. They're very good. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Bye bye.